Good morning, my dear students, and welcome back to the English grammar class. So far, we have completed two parts of English grammar, and they are tense and the subject verb agreement. Today, we move on to the next part, that is direct and indirect speech. This is an important topic which you must understand better. So, let's begin with the basis of direct and indirect speech. So what is the basis of direct and indirect speech? That is the definition of direct speech. What do you mean by direct speech? You must have learned in your lower classes. Still, to make you understand better, I am starting with the definition of direct speech. Direct speech means these are the actual words of the speaker. You do not add anything. Instead, they are the actual words of the speaker. And what are the features of direct speech? How can we say that a sentence is direct speech? There are three important things that you must understand in the direct speech. It begins with a capital. Second, it is separated by a comma, and it will have inverted commas. So these are three features of direct speech. So direct speech means these are the actual words of the speaker. Which means we do not add anything, we do not subtract anything. These are the actual words of the speaker. So there are three important things, three features of direct speech, and they are begins with a capital letter, separated by a comma, and it will have inverted commas. Let's take an example now. He said, "I am busy now." And I have told there are three things, three features of direct speech. It must be the actual words of the speaker. I am busy now. These are the actual words of the speaker. Next, begins with a capital C. The letter I is a capital letter, or the direct speech begins with a capital letter, and it is separated by comma. See, he said, and there is a comma. And next one, it has got inverted commas. So I am busy now, it is given in a inverted commas. So these are the things that you must understand. So direct speech means these are the actual words of the speaker. Begins with a capital. I am busy now. I is a capital letter. Separated by a comma. He said, there is a comma after that. I am busy now. Inverted commas. I am busy now. A particular sentence is given in a inverted commas. Now let's move on to the next one. That is, what is the definition of indirect speech? Indirect speech is defined as reporting of what a speaker said without quoting the exact words. Indirect speech simply means that we do not use the actual words of the speaker. Let's take an example now. Let's go through an example to make you understand. Before we go to the examples, let's see the features of indirect speech. First thing, it is introduced by the conjunction called that, which means it is introduced by the word called that. It is not separated by a comma. Tense of the reporting verb is not changed. Tense of the reported speech is changed. No exclamatory mark, no question mark. These are the common things by which we can understand that this is an indirect speech, or this is an example for an indirect speech. So once again, introduced by the word called that. It is not separated by a comma. Tense of the reporting verb is not changed, but the tense of the reported speech is changed. There is no exclamatory mark and there is no question mark. Let's take an example to understand better. He said that he was busy then. See, a particular indirect speech is introduced by the word called that. He was busy then is the indirect speech. Tense of the reported speech is changed. He was busy then. The tense of the reported speech is changed. Tense of the reporting verb is not changed. He said remains as he said. It is not changed. It is not separated by comma. See, in the indirect speech there is no comma. And next thing, What do you mean by reporting verb? So before you come to the reporting verb, I think you are clear with direct and indirect speech. Definition of direct speech and the definition of indirect speech. Simple terms, direct speech means these are the actual words of the speaker. And the features are begins with a capital letter, separated by a comma, and it will have inverted commas. Coming to the indirect speech, it is not separated by a comma. The tense of the reporting verb is not changed. The tense of the reporting speech is changed. There is no exclamatory mark. It is not separated by comma. There is no question mark. I hope you have understood the differences between direct speech and indirect speech. And there is one word called a reporting verb, which has come the definition of indirect speech. What does it mean? It conveys or it tells the action of speaking. It means tells about the action that is done by the subject. He said, I am busy now. In that particular sentence, said is a reporting verb that tells or that denotes the action of speaking. So that is what you by reporting verb, which means a verb that reports, a verb that tells, a verb that conveys, or a verb that denotes the action of speaking. In that particular sentence, he said, I am busy now. Said is the reporting verb that reports the action that is done by the person. There is one more thing that you must understand. That is, what do you mean by reported speech? When we tell someone what another person said, that is what you mean by reported speech. So do not get confused between reported verb, reporting verb and reported speech. Both are different things. Reporting verb will tell you the action. What is action that is done? Reported speech is we are telling someone what another person said. I'll give an example. He said that he was busy. In this example, he was busy is the reported speech, which means we are telling someone what another person has said. So these are the basic things that you must understand now. There are 4 things that I have taught you now: direct speech, indirect speech, reporting verb and reported speech. So kindly go through the notes once again and try to understand. Do not by heart these notes that I am sending you. Try to make it your own and try to understand the concept very clearly. What do you mean by direct speech, or what do you mean by indirect speech? What is the reporting verb? Because these are the terms that will be continuing in the coming classes. So if you are not clear with the basic terms like direct speech, indirect speech, reporting verb, reporting speech, if you are not clear with these terms, as we go on with the direct and indirect speech, you will not be able to understand the concepts clearly. So try to understand and study well.